From translation, Net New English Translation. This 62nd day of the year. Today we are reading passages Deuteronomy 11 to 13. Deuteronomy chapter 11, verses 1 to 32. Love the Lord your God and keep his charge, his statutes, his rules, and his commandments today. Consider today, since I am not speaking to your children who have not known or seen it, take to heart the discipline of the Lord your God, his discipline and his actions that he did in Egypt to Pharaoh king of Egypt and to all his land, and what he did to the Egyptian army, to its horses and its chariots, when he made the water of the sea of reeds flow over them as they pursued after you, and how the Lord has destroyed them to this day, and what he did for you in the wilderness until you came to this place, and what he did to Dathan and Abiram, sons of Eliab, the son of Reuben, when the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them, their households, their tents, and every living thing that was with them in the midst of Israel. But your own eyes have seen all the great acts of the Lord that he did. Keep therefore all the commandment that I am commanding you today, so that you may have strength to go in and take possession of the land that you are about to enter, and so that you may stay in the land a long time, all the days that the Lord your God is giving you for it, the land that was sworn to your ancestors to give to them and to their descendants, a land flowing with milk and honey. For the land that you are entering to take possession of it is not like the land of Egypt, from which you have come, where you sowed your seed, and then watered it with your foot like a vegetable garden. But the land that you are about to cross over to take possession of it, a land of hills and valleys, drinks water from the rain of the sky, a land that the Lord your God looks after. The eyes of the Lord your God are always on it, from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. If then you obey my commandments that I am commanding you today, to love the Lord your God and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul, then I will give the rain for your land in its season, the early and the late rain, so that you may gather in your grain, your new wine, and your oil. I will give grass in your fields for your livestock, and you will eat and be satisfied. Be careful, or else you might be seduced away and turn away from the Lord and serve other gods and bow down to them. Then the anger of the Lord will burn against you, and he will shut up the heavens so that there will be no rain, and the ground will not yield its fruit, and you will soon perish from the good land that the Lord is giving you. Fix these words of mine in your heart and mind, tie them as a sign on your hand, and let them be a symbol on your forehead. Teach them to your children, talking about them when you sit in your house, when you walk along the road, when you lie down, and when you get up. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates, so that your days and the days of your children may be multiplied in the land that the Lord swore to your ancestors to give them, as long as the heavens are over the earth. For if you carefully keep all this commandment I am commanding you, to love the Lord your God, to walk in all his ways, and to hold fast to him, then the Lord will drive out all these nations before you, and you will dispossess nations greater and mightier than you. Every place on which you set your foot will be yours. Your territory will extend from the wilderness to Lebanon, and from the Euphrates River to the Mediterranean Sea. No one will be able to stand before you. The Lord your God will put fear and dread of you on the surface of the earth, as he has said to you. Look, today I am setting before you a blessing and a curse. The blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God that I am commanding you today, and the curse if you do not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn away from the way I am commanding you today, by following other gods that you have not known. When the Lord your God has brought you into the land that you are about to enter to take possession of it, you shall pronounce the blessing on Mount Gerizim, and the curse on Mount Ebal. Are they not beyond the Jordan, west of the way, in the land of the Canaanites who live in the Arabah, opposite Gilgal, beside the oak of Moreh? For you are about to cross over the Jordan to go in to take possession of the land that the Lord your God is giving you, and you will possess it and live in it, and you must be careful to do all the statutes and ordinances that I am setting before you today. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verses 1 to 32. These are the statutes and ordinances that you must carefully observe in the land that the Lord, the God of your ancestors, has given you to possess, as long as you live on the earth. You must utterly destroy all the places where the nations whom you are about to dispossess served their gods, on the high mountains and on the hills, and under every green tree. You must tear down their altars, smash their sacred stones, burn their Asherah poles with fire, and cut down the images of their gods, and you must blot out their name from that place. You must not worship the Lord your God that way, but you must seek the place he chooses from all your tribes to put his name there, to establish his residence there. You must go there. There you must bring your burnt offerings and your sacrifices, your tithes and the special gifts you have vowed to give, and your freewill offerings and the firstborn of your herds and flocks. There you must eat before the Lord your God, and you must rejoice in all the good that the Lord your God has given to you and your household, you and the Levite and the resident among you. You must not do at all what we are doing here today, everyone doing whatever is right in his own eyes, for you have not yet come to the final and lasting rest that the Lord your God is giving you. When you cross over the Jordan and live in the land that the Lord your God is giving you to inherit, and he gives you rest from all your enemies around you so that you may live securely, then the place that the Lord your God will choose for his name to reside there, to his abode you must bring everything that I am commanding you. Your burnt offerings and your sacrifices, your tithes and the special gifts you have vowed to give, and the firstborn of your herds and your flocks. You must rejoice before the Lord your God, you and your sons and your daughters, your male and female servants, and the Levite who is within your gates, because he has no portion or inheritance with you. Be careful not to offer your burnt offerings in any place you please, but in the place that the Lord will choose in one of your tribes to establish his name, there you must offer your burnt offerings, and there you must do everything I am commanding you. However, you may slaughter and eat meat within any of your gates, as you please, according to the blessing the Lord your God has given you. Those who are ceremonially clean and unclean may eat it, just as they now eat gazelle and deer. Only you must not eat the blood, you must pour it out on the ground like water. You must not eat it within your gates, you must pour it out like water. You must not eat it, so that it may go well with you and your children after you, because you will be doing what is right in the sight of the Lord. Be careful not to neglect the Levite as long as you live in your land. When the Lord your God enlarges your territory, just as he has promised you, and you say, I want to eat meat, because you crave to eat meat, then you may do so. If the place that the Lord your God chooses to establish his name is too far from you, then you may slaughter from your herd, from your flock, that the Lord has given you, just as I have commanded you, and you may eat within your gates as you please. Just as the gazelle and the deer are eaten, so you may eat it. Those who are ceremonially clean and unclean may eat it. Only be careful not to eat the blood, for the blood is the life, and you must not eat the life with the meat. You must not eat it, you must pour it out on the ground like water. You must not eat it, so that it may go well with you and your children after you, because you will be doing what is right in the sight of the Lord. Only the holy things that belong to you and your votive offerings you must bring to the place that the Lord will choose, and you must offer your burnt offerings on the altar of the Lord your God. The blood of your sacrifices must be poured beside the altar of the Lord your God, but you must eat the meat. Be careful to obey all these words I am commanding you, so that it may go well with you and your children after you forever, because you are doing what is good and right in the sight of the Lord your God. When the Lord your God cuts off before you the nations whom you are about to enter to dispossess, and you dispossess them and settle in their land, be very careful not to imitate them in whatever they do to their gods, lest you be snared and follow them. You must not do so to the Lord your God, for they do all the abominable things that the Lord hates. They even burn their sons and daughters as sacrifices to their gods. You must not do anything like what they do, for that abomination to the Lord, and for that reason he will destroy their nations before you. You must be careful to do everything I am commanding you. You must not add to it or subtract from it. Deuteronomy chapter 13, verses 1 to 38. If a prophet or one who foretells by dreams appears among you and announces to you a sign or wonder, and if the sign or wonder of which he has spoken takes place, and he says, Let us follow other gods, whom you have not known, and let us worship them, you must not listen to the words of that prophet or dreamer. The Lord your God is testing you to see if you love him with all your heart and all your soul. You must follow the Lord your God and fear him, and keep his commandments and obey his voice, and you must serve him and hold fast to him. That prophet or dreamer must be put to death, because he has urged rebellion against the Lord your God, who brought you from the land of Egypt, redeeming you from the house of slavery. You must purge the evil from your midst. If your brother, your mother's son, or your son or daughter, or the wife you embrace, or your intimate friend, tries to secretly entice you, saying, Let us go and worship other gods, whom neither you nor your ancestors have known, of the gods of the peoples who are around you, near you or far away from you, from one end of the earth to the other end, you must not yield to him or listen to him. You must not pity him, and you must not spare him or shield him, but you must certainly kill him. Your hand must be the first against him to kill him, and then the hands of all the people. You must stone him to death, because he tried to turn you away from the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, from the house of slavery. Then all Israel will hear and be afraid, and will never again do any such evil as this among you. If you hear it said about one of the cities that the Lord your God is giving you to live in, that wicked men have arisen from among you, and have led the inhabitants of their city astray, saying, Let us go and worship other gods, whom you have not known, then you must inquire, investigate, and ask thoroughly. And if it is true and established that this abomination has been done among you, you must certainly strike the inhabitants of that city with the edge of the sword, utterly destroying it and all that is in it, its livestock too. You must gather all its plunder into the middle of its public square, and burn the city and all its plunder as a whole burnt offering to the Lord your God. It will be a permanent rubble heap, never to be rebuilt. Nothing of that which was devoted to destruction is to cling to your hand, so that the Lord will turn from his burning anger and show you compassion, and have mercy on you and make you numerous, just as he has sworn to your ancestors. If you obey the voice of the Lord your God, by keeping all his commandments that I am commanding you today, and by doing what is right in his sight, then all these blessings will come upon you and overtake you. You will be blessed in the city and blessed in the country. The fruit of your womb and the fruit of your ground and the fruit of your livestock, the young of your herd and the young of your flock, will be blessed. You will be blessed when you come in and blessed when you go out. The Lord will cause your enemies who rise up against you to be defeated before you. They will come out against you from one direction, but flee from you 7 directions. The Lord will command the blessing for you on your barns, and on everything you put your hand to, and he will bless you in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. If you will carefully obey the Lord your God by keeping all these commandments that I am commanding you today, and by doing what is right in his sight, then the Lord your God will give you very abundant rain in its season, the early and the late rain, and you will gather in your grain, your new wine, and your oil. The Lord will give you livestock, and you will have plenty of cattle, and of sheep and goats, and of your new wine and your oil, and of the young of your herd and the young of your flock, in the land that he swore to your ancestors to give you. You will be blessed more than any other people. There will be no sterile male or female among you or among your livestock. The Lord will remove from you all sickness, and none of the terrible diseases of Egypt that you knew will he inflict on you, but he will lay them on all those who hate you. You will destroy all these nations that the Lord your God is giving you to possess. You will not let any of them remain, you will not show them compassion. You must not be terrified of them, for the Lord your God is among you, a great and awesome God. The Lord your God will drive out these nations before you one by one. You cannot eliminate them all at once, or else the wild animals will become too numerous for you. The Lord your God will deliver them over to you. He will defeat them with a mighty blow until they are destroyed. He will hand their kings over to you, and you must completely destroy their name under heaven. No one will be able to stand before you. You will be terrified of them no more. The Lord your God will throw these nations into confusion right before you. He will defeat them with a mighty blow until they are destroyed. You must not be terrified of them, for the Lord your God is in your midst, a great and awesome God. The Lord your God will dispossess those nations before you, little by little. You will not be able to finish them off quickly, or else the wild animals will become too numerous for you. The Lord your God will hand them over to you. He will defeat them with a mighty blow until they are destroyed. You must not eat anything that dies of itself. You may give it to the resident who is within your gates, and he may eat it, or you may sell it to a foreigner, for you are a holy people to the Lord your God. You must not boil a young goat in its mother's milk.